Well, Roger is someone that I've sat back and watched him do great things in the sport. I think he does with a lot of class. And now that I've gotten to know Roger quite well over the past couple of years, we spent a week in Asia and had a great time, and sort of saw a different side of Roger that a lot of people don't see. He's sort of he's good-hearted, he's funny, he's sarcastic, and we've developed a pretty good friendship. And I look at it and as sort of fortunate that we're not playing at the same time, because if we were, I don't think we'd be good friends. I mean, we'd be friends, but not that close. So, we spent some time in LA and had some fun, and got to know his wife Mirka and his 2 kids. And so he's a good man, and he's a great sportsman. He does everything well, handles himself well off the court, and he's a credit to the sport.
Yeah, arguably probably the best player, to play the game. 15 Grand Slams, I think it is at the moment, and I think there's more to come, at least a couple more to come. And I think the best thing about him is he's a champion and a gentleman on and off the court. He carries himself very well. He's perfect ambassador for the game of tennis, and like I said, is a gentleman. So it definitely makes things a lot nicer.
Well, personality-wise, obviously, I don't know him well enough to give a comment on that. I think that he's extremely professional. I always compare him with Michael Schumacher in Formula One, because that guy was the most professional athlete I've ever known. And I think Roger is very, very close to that. I think he plans his career very well. The success shows that he does. He has an extreme talent as a player, but also as an athlete, and combines those 2 things. It's a given thing that he got from whomever, but it makes him the player he is. And I think what he has achieved over the last 8-9 years is incredible, outstanding. Though you have to say, and I always make that comment, that if you look at Sampras' career and the opponents that he had to face during his career, I think that he probably had a little bit of a tougher time to win Grand Slam titles than Roger does.
I mean, he's much younger than me, so he was when I was finishing my career, he came on the tour. But what to say about the guy who is the best tennis player in all time? He's on the court magician, whatever he can do on the court, even when he plays bad, that looks unbelievable, nice, And I think he did a great thing for his country. He did a great thing for tennis worldwide. He's just a great tennis player that he's going to be remembered forever, and you are lucky that he's from Switzerland.
Well, Roger, he's some guys have stepped up a little bit here, Djokovic and Murray, and obviously Rafa, and I think he's in great shape. I think when it comes to the majors, he's a strong contender, especially at Wimbledon. I don't see anyone beating him there, even though he's, certainly not as dominant as he was a couple years ago, and it's tougher week in, week out as you get a little older. But I think when it comes to the majors, he'll still be the man to beat, and still see a lot of good things from Roger. I mean, he's still motivated. He doesn't mind the travel. He loves the tour, so I see him doing really well.
Who knows? I think maybe 3 more maybe. It's going to be very tough, but I think he's got a couple in him. I think Nadal looks like he's just improving himself every year. He's working on his game, improving different parts of his game, and he's kind of taken it to a different level right now. Is way in front in points, but Djokovic right there, won his 2nd Grand Slam, and Murray, he's definitely should be competing for Grand Slam titles. So sort of a great thing at the moment where there's a handful of guys who can win a Grand Slam, which is refreshing to see.
I think as long as he wants to play and compete and he wants to win Grand Slams, I think he's capable of doing that. And there will be a time in his life when he decides that that's it and he's going to wrap it up, and maybe because younger players are better than him or because he feels like it's time to go now, but it's only his decision basically. And I think as long as he really mentally is strong enough, he can still win Grand Slams.